Greetings and welcome to another excellent, and man, I mean really excellent, World Tanks video here. This video is all about winning, how to win. This is one of the things that my dad used to always talk about, was that when you're playing in a game, and it doesn't matter what the game is, in the end, at some point, you've got to know how to win. If you don't know how to win, you can have the greatest talent in the world. It doesn't mean anything. You know, in this game, it would mean, well, you might make some kills, make some points, whatever. But if you don't know how to win, you're just not powerful as you could be. Well, this game was all about knowing how to win and learning how to win, because this is an advanced system setup that happened in the game that I was lucky to be there, not as the guy doing the winning. I was the coach, the advisor, helping my partner, a really good player, making sure to present the information that he needed to execute the win, which he did in stellar fashion. And that's what you're going to see here. You're going to see how a good player wins a game that objectively he probably shouldn't win, but they weren't good enough. And that's the difference. He was playing a difference maker tank, as you see here, the Thresher. Now, this is not the Thresher he used. He has a different camo pattern. I just left the one I have on mine, which is all good. Because we're just, this is just to show off what tank we're talking about. But this is what makes the Thresher so valuable, is that it's one of the tanks that I call a difference maker. And that is, when you're down at the end of a game, if you have a difference maker tank, you have a chance to pull magic out of the hat. And that's what happened here. And we're going to show this to you. But first, please leave a like for this video. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It'll help you in the future get more videos like this. And this is a good one. Really, I mean, this game is fantastic. And thanks again to all my subscribers. I know this is the kind of stuff that you guys were like, man, I need to see this when it comes out. And this is it. So now let's get to the game action, shall we? Welcome to Karelia. All right, now this is me, and we'll switch to Brownie. He's my partner. Once those guys kill me, but I'm here setting up as artillery, watching over the whole field, etc., trying to get some shots. These guys they just went berserk. And he was out there taking care of business when I met my untimely end. There was a light tank, there was a Locust, and there was another one. Panzer 1C, I believe is what it was. The Locust came through the circle. Is that the Locust? That is him. He hid behind a rock. I'm like, okay, well, apparently this other, maybe the Panzer II, it was a Panzer of some kind. And so they were hanging around the circle, and Brownie is off there to the right, engaging other guys. Two guys dead right off the bat. Not good. These robots, they're robots. So it's not that big of a deal. They're just chump bots is what they are. Where is he at? I can't see for sure. Don't know. I was trying to get shots. There weren't very many opportunities to get shots. Sometimes it's a waiting game. This guy was clueless. This medium. So now these guys are coming to my base. Yeah, Brownie's over there on the right-hand side, about Gulf 8 or Hotel 8. I told him that these guys are attacking my base and I couldn't get shots on them. So he's going to come back as soon as he can, but it won't matter. Like, this guy's coming after me, the Locust. So he's coming after me. What is this guy? This guy is... He's the Panzer II, and I butchered him, but I got killed. And Brandy couldn't get back to me. So let's go find him. There we go. He's headed back to the base. Now this dude ends up killing 9 guys. I'm just going to let you know that right now. So we're barely up, and then now we're back to even. But we have basically all robots, I believe, because the humans are all dead. No, the other guy, the Steadfast, somehow goes to sleep or something. I don't know what he's doing. He killed 2 guys, which was great. And then he parked his tank and never moved again. He just got butchered by the robots later on. So that guy has made his 2 kills. He does nothing the rest of the game. So basically, for all practical purposes, this is a 3-on-6. Now it's a 2-on-6. And they have guys. They have a sniper. They have a Locust, artillery. They had multiple guys that they could have killed him. But he killed the toughest guy, which was the tank destroyer. You know, he's freelance killing at this point. And well, that's what he's been doing basically the whole game. Yeah, the Locust killed another one. Now all that's left is Brownie and the completely stopped Steadfast, who never moves. He's a statue right now. And he just gets killed later on when the Locust will wander up on him. So he's systematically going after the most dangerous guys, or whoever shows their face. And every time a guy shows their face, he butchers them. Because he's getting them one. Every guy he gets one-on-one. Because they think they're superstars and they're not. The Locust is just too fast for him. But he damages this guy later on. And his persistent tailing of this guy really had this guy fearing for his life. And you'll see that later on. Artillery is doing the best he can. He's got one of those Russian Su-26 that has a turret on it. I got a mastery badge on that, you know, during the mastery badge challenge for artillery. That turret is really helpful. It's not really that popular in general, but it probably should be. Or it would be if they had a premium version. Another one-on-one. The Locust is running. Killer. He drilled that guy. He's got him to, you know, under half power. So this Locust is living in mortal terror of Brownie. But that Locust is fast, dude. That was a great hesitation around the corner. There was really no reason to go full force. Because he's not going to catch that Locust. So I told him as the advisor, you know, this point the strategy is go kill the artillery, stop this kind of surprise business, because he's worked his way in the neighborhood of their base, of their spawn, not their base. But kill the artillery, end this 2-on-1 long-range business, and then go to the base. I mean, his execution has been really awesome. So all I was doing was just giving him advice for the plan of attack, for the best way to win this game. You know, I told him the sniper was the most dangerous guy, so if he could find him, he's a priority target. Brownie said he got him with an ammo rack, so that guy's out. He was another priority target. Yeah, the Locust doesn't want any part. In fact, you never see the Locust again, if I remember correctly. He doesn't want any part of a Thresher in general. And the fact that Brownie's drilled him down to under half power, he's really living in mortal terror. So after he killed the last big threat guy, big meaning special, because the artillery has a long range shot, and if he gets spotted, he could get drilled if he's fighting another guy. So now it's all line of sight guys left. And he found a great location to wait for this dude. And it was really fantastic, because there's another droid. There's an FCM right here. FCM 36. You know, it's a chump. It's really a chump droid. So terrific location here. Protection, you know, in a corner with two sides. It's outstanding. And so we know the robots will come back to the base. We don't know where the robot is. We never saw him. Don't really care. We care a little bit, but it's not a big deal to us because he'll crush that robot easily. And the robot will come to him, and he'll have the advantage from a stationary position to kill the robot. And what that's going to essentially leave, for the most part, is the Locust by himself. Now the Locust, if he was smarter, would have tried to have rolled in at the same time as the droid. He could see the droid, and that way he'd have a shot 2-on-1. But I'm just telling you, the beating that Brownie laid on that Locust, and the fact that he's got no damage. This guy doesn't know that Brownie right now, and we had been keeping track of this, he's got 5 bullets left. So I was advising him on using his bullets and not using them, because Threshers run out of bullets. When you kill 9 guys, they run out of bullets. Because you can't just willy-nilly shoot bullets at guys taking, you know, taking random shots hoping they hit. It's got a limited ammo. You can take some in the beginning, but as we were, you know, way back, I was asking him about the ammo count and telling him you don't need. Last time he shot the Thresher, the Locust, was the last time he shot the Locust, because I told him don't shoot anymore. You're not close enough. His gut reaction was to shoot more, but he realized I was correct. You can't take that gamble. Which now, after he killed the FCM, he was down to 5 bullets. But, oh, I gotta find this guy. There he is. We wondered where the heck this guy was. So he's at his base. I told Brownie I was going to focus on this guy, because Brownie just sits there in the base. And you'll see why I wanted to switch to this guy. We wondered where this guy was. He's back at his spawn area, wandering. I'm like, dude, he's in the circle. What is this guy doing? I don't know. Now it makes sense. It's very bizarre. I don't know what this guy... We thought this guy might be trying a last ditch. Whoops. Yeah, we saw that he blew up, and we wondered how. Okay. Fantastic. That was a great explosion. This was Brownie's execution, and he did a great job. An absolutely great job. You know, I don't even know if he got a mastery badge on that or not. I got to ask him. I didn't know what his damage was. Okay, here's the end of game screen. Not too exciting from my perspective. You know, just one kill, 130 damage. No medals for me, obviously. It's Brownie who was king of the game. 1,600 damage was nasty. But his ability to track down the correct enemies and kill the important guys, which was that, what is that, what is that guy? He is a M36 FT sniper. That guy killed 3 dudes. He killed the artillery. That guy killed 3 dudes. I killed the Panzer II, who killed 2 guys. So that wasn't bad. And then he didn't kill the Locust. I mean, he was going to beat him. Whether he killed him or not is irrelevant. Because that Locust had literally no chance of beating Brownie. So the only thing, you know, the best part I did kill 1 guy. But the guy I killed 2 dudes. So he was one of the top 4 scorers on their team. So I stopped him from scoring more, basically. That's the key part. I was hoping when I saw 2 of those guys, I did the best I could to get one of them. You know, that Locust guy was really good in his Locust all up to the very end. But he was going to lose that match because we had figured out how we were going to win this match with the matchups, and we got the final matchup that we anticipated that was completely in Brownie's favor after he had drilled that guy down to like 95 hit points. So this was a classic example of winning the game with execution, but you have to have a winning plan. Now, a lot of people could win this on their natural ability, and certainly so could have he, of just shooting the guys that come up, whatever. But we were using our brains because we know certain things. And so we want to get rid of the top potential damage makers, because when you're facing 4 guys, for example, if you can get rid of the toughest guys sooner, your job becomes progressively easier, and you never know what kind of damage situation you're going to be in. You don't really want to go one-on-one with their best, you know, least damaged, best killer, etc., if you can help it. So it just worked out great. And like I said, the focus on how to win the game is how he won the game. His execution was just absolutely fantastic. Give him an A+ on execution. So when you have that kind of ability to execute a plan, then you have to have a plan, and that's what separates, you know, different levels of players. A lot of guys would not have made this because they didn't have a good plan, or would not have been able to create a good plan. So that was the advantage of having me help him. I told him, he's the player, he's the star player. I'm just a coach giving advice on what would be in your best interest. So he came through like a champion. He deserved every bit of the praise for winning this game, because this was a game that lots of people don't cash. But he made it look easy. That's how you can tell that he's really good. Because when you make it look easy, it means that you have skills that people just don't see. They're not obvious. So I hope that you enjoyed this match. Hopefully you learned something from it. It might be worth watching again. I mean, it is 12 minutes long for that whole battle until that guy blows up. It's a little bit long, but it's very instructive and shows how you win games. If you're not as good at winning games at the end as Brownie was in this game, I would definitely give it another look just to see how it's progressing. So please leave a like for this video. Please leave a comment for Brownie. I mean, that guy was awesome. He's a kid. This is a kid who's just executing at a top level. Really impressive stuff. Please consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed. This is the kind of stuff we do that you just don't see other places. And I hope that my subscribers enjoyed this, because this is the good stuff. So thanks again. You guys have been awesome. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll be back with another one soon. See you later.